99% of riders don't know these everyday bike hacks, especially the third one. 1. Hang your lock on the bike brake. If the lock isn't open, the bike can't be moved. A simple way to keep your bike from getting stolen. 2. When the suspension feels weak, use a syringe to add some lubricant. It makes the suspension work a lot better. 3. When you don't have a place to store your bike, try this trick. Mark a spot on a wooden block and carve out a groove. Mount it onto the wall. It holds your bike in a tiny amount of space, easy to grab and put back anytime. 4. Heat up a cotton swab. Just follow the simple step in the video. Turn it into a small extension tube. You can spray lubricant onto the gears precisely without wasting any. 5. When the brake cable gets loose, tie a zip tie around it. Twist the zip tie clockwise. Melt the end to lock it in place. Problem solved perfectly. 6. Line up the pump with your hip. Adjust the seat height based on that. Riding becomes way more comfortable after the adjustment. 7. When stopping for a moment, hang the lock on the chain. No one can walk away with your bike. 8. Remove the bike seat. Pour in some lubricant. It directly lubricates the pedal bearings. 9. When your bike has no place to hold your phone, modify an old phone case. Strap it to the frame with zip ties. It becomes a super convenient phone holder while riding. 99% of smart people don't know these car hacks. How many do you know? 1. Slide a balloon through the air vent. You've got a free phone holder for your car. Makes following navigation a lot easier. 2. You don't need to buy a car jack. Pump air into a plastic bottle. It can lift a 2,000-pound car. A surprisingly clever trick. 3. A smart way to lock your car in place. Hook 2 wrenches onto the brake pedal. Lock them together. Even if someone starts the engine, the car won't move. 4. Keep a few potatoes in your car. On rainy days when visibility is bad, rub a potato on the window. It dissolves the oily film on the glass. Your view becomes much clearer. 5. If your car won't start, stick washers onto both sides of a piece of tape. Attach it to the battery terminals. The engine will fire up again. 6. Add toothpaste and lemon juice to the water tank. Your windshield gets cleaner every time the wipers run. Give it a try. 7. When your key fob battery dies, open the remote and take out the key. Pry open the small cover on the door handle. You can unlock the door manually. 8. Car seats collect lint easily. Grab a balloon, slip it over your hand, and you can remove lint from the seats in seconds. Super convenient. Smart people and ordinary people really are different. This was the old me. Connecting a tow rope. A driver with 40 years of experience taught me, and I was shocked by how safe and efficient this method was. 2. The old me had no solution when the drill bit was too small. A genius electrician showed me this trick. Use the outer sleeve of a copper wire, and the problem is instantly solved. 3. The old me could never drive a screw in accurately. A skilled worker taught me. Use a magnet first to mark the exact spot, then drive the screw right in. 4. Faced with an uneven wall, the installer only needed a pencil to measure the wall perfectly. Cut the flooring along the marks, and it fits the wall with precision. 5. When measuring, corners are always hard to get right. Stick a piece of paper in the corner, and you can measure the exact dimensions. Incredibly simple. 6. When a cabinet hinge broke, I was helpless. The worker used a soft wire as a temporary hinge, and replaced it once the new hinge arrived. 7. Rust remover sprays too widely. With a quick tweak using a cotton swab, you can make a small extension tube. It lets you spray precisely, without wasting anything. 8. When a faucet can't connect to a hose, a genius worker used a toothpaste tube. A quick modification just like in the video, and the faucet becomes compatible with the hose. Simple and surprisingly effective. 75-year-old grandpa's clever household tricks. Let's see how many you know. 1. Never yank a belt with force. It's easy to get hurt that way. Use a rope to help pull it through. You can get it installed in 5 seconds. Saves time and effort. 2. If the door still has a gap after closing, use grandpa's method. Find the damaged spot, then adjust it with a screwdriver. The door will close tightly again. 3. When a door panel sags badly, place a metal plate underneath, then add a support wheel. The sagging problem is fixed with no effort. 4. No place to store screws. Tighten a plastic cap under the desk. It's perfect for keeping tiny items like screws. Simple and practical. 5. Use a magnet to hold nails. When installing bolts inside pipes, it boosts work efficiency and saves a lot of time. 6. Slip a roll of tape over a roller. Use it to mark renovation areas. It cuts the work time in half. So much more convenient. 7. Place a plastic bag over the paint tray. It prevents waste. Pour in the paint and start brushing. When you finish, use the bag to collect the leftover paint. Not a drop goes to waste. 8. If you turn the key too hard and it breaks, grab a small hook. You can pull the key out in seconds. Super simple and useful. Smart people won't tell you these life hacks. Let's see how many you know. 1. Slide a roll of tape onto a paint roller. It instantly separates each painting section. Super efficient. 2. Cut the bristles at an angle. Then follow the simple steps shown in the video. Perfect for painting corners. 3. Stick a piece of tape across the rim of the can. It keeps paint from being wasted. Use the tape to scrape off the extra paint on the brush. Simple but very practical. 4. Stick the tape on the rim in a V shape. The paint won't run down the can when you pour. Very useful. 5. Cover the paint tray with a plastic bag. When you're done painting, use it to collect the leftover paint. Not a single drop goes to waste. 6. Press a scraper against the roller while painting. It keeps the other side of the wall clean. Simple and effective. 7. Pour leftover paint into a plastic bottle. Then seal the bottle with a balloon. A surprisingly handy method. 8. Modify your paintbrush. Add a hook to the handle. When you finish painting, hang the brush on the side of the can. Super convenient. 9. Pull out the length of tape you need. Fold the tape, then give it a quick tug to separate it. Simple and efficient. Genius life hacks from a high school student. 1. If you don't like wearing long socks, just follow the simple steps shown in the video. Your long socks instantly turn into ankle socks. They match all kinds of shoes. Simple and stylish. 2. Slip balloons over your shoes. Put them in your suitcase when you travel. Super easy to carry. 3. Hair conditioner has lots of uses. Squeeze some onto a towel. Wipe the surface of your leather shoes with it. Your shoes look clean and almost brand new. 4. Clamp the shoelaces under the washer lid. Turn on the cleaning cycle. The smell and stains wash right out. Take them out after washing. Hang them inside a plastic bag to dry fast. Simple steps but very effective. 5. When winter comes, grab some old socks and make a quick modification. Slip them over your shoes. You get a brand new pair of warm slipper shoes. Cozy and comfortable. 6. To fix creases on leather shoes. Roll up a sock and stuff it inside the shoe. Then heat the outside with an iron. The creases disappear from the leather surface. 7. When a shoelace breaks, wrap it with tape. Cut it at an angle and slide on a straw tip. Super simple and surprisingly strong. 8. Cut a piece of sponge. Use it to protect your heel. Makes wearing shoes more comfortable and secure. 9. When you're out having fun, use a key ring to attach your keys to your shoelaces. Your keys definitely won't get lost. 99% of people don't know these clever life tricks a high schooler came up with. 1. When the door is closed and there's a gap. The high schooler used the method his grandpa taught him. He found the problem spot, then used a flathead screwdriver to adjust the metal plate. The door was fixed in just 5 seconds. Simple and efficient. 2. When the door sags from aging, he placed a metal plate underneath, then added a small support wheel, and the sagging door problem was completely solved. 3. After fixing the door, he still felt uneasy. He inserted a fork into the latch, then cut 3 centimeters off the handle, turning it into a sturdy temporary lock. Sleeping at night became much safer. 4. He smashed a spark plug, stuck the fragments onto one end of a pencil, made a free glass cutter. It worked even better than store-bought ones. His grandpa was thrilled. 5. When the faucet at home was leaking, the high schooler used only a balloon, cut off the extra part, reinstalled the faucet, and the leak was gone. 6. A belt should never be pulled by force. Using the high schooler's clever idea, he used a rope to help guide the belt through. The whole process took just 5 seconds. 7. He tied a screwdriver to the faucet. Just by turning the screwdriver, he could easily remove the aerator section. 8. When the faucet broke, the high schooler replaced the broken part with an unused key, and the faucet worked again. 124-year-old grandpa's clever little life tricks. 1. Don't pull hard when a belt won't go through. Use a piece of rope to guide it in. You can get it on in just a few seconds. Simple and efficient. 2. If the spray goes everywhere, do it like in the video. Use a cotton swab to make a little extension tip. The rust remover won't be wasted, and it'll spray right where the rust is. 3. A worker's smart idea. Apply glue and stick on a washer. The modified wrench becomes much easier to use. 4. When the brake cable comes loose, wrap a zip tie around the cable, then twist it clockwise quickly. It tightens the loose cable right up. Melt the zip tie at the end to keep the cable from loosening. Simple but really useful. 5. No need to buy expansion bolts. Cut 2 pieces of water pipe. Slide them onto the bolt. You've made an expansion bolt just like that. Tighten it with a wrench and it holds extremely well. 6. Tie a foam can to a spray nozzle, then secure a spoon at the front. You've got a homemade watering tool. Simple design but super handy. 7. Use 2 wrenches to clamp the gas pedal, then lock the wrenches together. This was a popular trick for locking cars 50 years ago. 8. Loosen the drill screw first. Put an L-shaped wrench onto the screw. Turn on the drill and the chuck pops right off. Takes only 5 seconds. 9. Grab 2 wrenches. Use them to open a stuck pipe joint. Saves a ton of time.